Welcome to Your Anime Senpais. I'm Richard, and today I'm going to be watching and reacting to Higurashi Sotsu, episode 9. So, last episode we got more of Satoko's manipulations. That is to say, she's manipulating her friends and her uncle, of course. And, she's pitting the uncle against the village. And, of course, the village think that the uncle's abusing her, and the uncle has been given the impression that the village is the one that's abusing her. And so, yeah, it's just kind of going back and forth. CWS is involved now, and they've already spoken with both Teppei and with Satoko, and they seem to think everything's fine. But as we know from the first season, that we know that Satoko's friends are going to keep pushing to have them separated for Satoko's sake. Because they think that Satoko's in danger, when in reality it's really Teppei that's in danger, ironically enough. So the last thing we saw from last episode was Satoko having her freak out after Keiichi tried to pat her on the head. So of course that's going to drive the friends to bug CWS even more, like, hey, she's clearly being abused when in fact she's not. So yeah. In any case, so before we get into this episode, though, I do want to bring up something. Some of you may have noticed that my reactions for episodes 7 and 8 for Sotsu was taken down. In fact, actually happened to episode 4 too, I think, but I managed to re-upload that fine. But episode 7 and 8 got taken down, hit with copyright claim. I've tried to rework the video, try to mess with the audio a little bit, and needless to say, I'm gonna try and mess with it again. But if they keep hitting it with a copyright claim, I'm probably gonna have to figure out some alternatives for this series to show you all the reactions. Of course, we do have our full reactions on Patreon. Kind of throw that out, but I do also want to put out reactions for YouTube as well. So I'll keep you guys apprised on that. Hopefully this time around, they'll leave it alone, but we'll see. But in any case, so yeah, I'll go ahead and leave it there. So let's see what happens this episode. Oh, was he? Oh. Oh, this is from the past. Okay. Oh. See, and like, well, it obviously did. Yeah, and that's right. That's why she's doing what she's doing. Oh, interesting that. Oh, what is she now, or who is she now? No, you're not. You absolutely are not. I mean, I guess so, but you're. It's a very distorted way of being. And now we're back to this. Does she have her? Yeah, okay. I was gonna say like, uh, I thought she looks worried, but for a minute there, I was thinking that maybe she has her hands on her ears, thinking, do I have to listen to this again? Because that's kind of how I feel right now, especially now that I know it's fake. God, that's you. And watch, she's gonna have the red eyes. Right? Yeah, of course. Because there's nothing wrong. That's true, actually. She did make a false. Well, kind of, I guess. Yeah, that's a good point. Why are you? Why are you here? No, you're gonna have to. You're gonna have to protest or whatever, or we could do that. But then that's gonna justify or reinforce Satoko's claims to him. It's actually he's actually being really trying to be a good adult. A teaspoon. You're gonna go a glass? That's not a teaspoon. Uh. Wow. Yeah, right? Yeah, well, yeah, that's true. Yeah, right. So why would she want to live there? Then why continue living there? Uh, you know, I have to believe that a part of her is actually enjoying this. Like, genuinely enjoying this. Like, just a small fragment of her. Oh, wow. Wow. Hmm. I wonder if she's going to be furious. Oh! Now she's still got to pretend. Ow. Oh man. And but see, he's gonna be able to. Wow. But he can actually go out and like investigate this, and he can easily find out. Yeah, it's like, how are you gonna figure this out? Just snap your fingers, do it again. He's genuinely trying to, or yeah, or she's manipulating things. Ah, I see. Got it. So you, oh, she's gonna hit him with the syndrome now. Hit him both. Oh, hit him. Oh, get him with. Oh wow, wow, wow. Really? I don't remember. I thought it was the uncle that went crazy last time. Hmm. Really? So you he can't actually talk to the CWS and be like, yeah, everything's fine. Yep. There we go. Okay. Yeah. Wow. But you were just there. Hmm. Oh, wow. Okay. Rude. Wow. Wow. Okay. Hmm. Wow. Makes me wonder what would have happened if he didn't get infected. Okay, so after going back and watching the episode from first season, I guess I just completely forgot about the fact that it was actually Oishi who had shot up the festival instead of Tepe. I guess I remember Tepe attacking Keiichi, and I guess maybe I just thought that he somehow went from there to the festival and I guess somehow got a gun and shot up everybody. Maybe he got the gun from Satoko. I don't know, but I guess I just forgot about the fact that he had that battle with Keiichi, and then they were both bleeding out, and then it was actually said that I think it was Rena that said that Oishi was the one that went to the festival and shot everybody up. Um, so yeah, that was my fault. I guess again I just forgot about all that, but still though, I thought this episode was okay. I seeing Oishi, under the influence of the syndrome was actually really interesting. I guess again because I forgot about it, I was just very unexpected the fact that seeing him go crazy because I don't really think he was also I don't believe he was a character from the previous series that was under the influence. I think he was one of the few characters that would either get murdered or would just see the aftermath or something like that. So seeing him as a as the murderer, I guess that's different, especially because he's supposed to be a cop, officer of the law, and people are supposed to trust him and all that good stuff. But can't really do much when you're injected with crazy, literally injected with crazy. Um, so going on from that, his Tepe, again, Tepe is just, it's actually ironic, I guess, or funny, I don't know, but seeing him, just trying to be a good parent or guardian or whatever, he's, trying to do all these things, and then, we all know that CWS is eventually going to, tear Satoko away from him. I theorize that because of all that, he's probably going to still think that the village somehow is bullying Satoko, and it's going to drive him crazy, and that's probably is going to lead to his fight with Keiichi, or possibly, I don't know, maybe Satoko might inject him at some point later on in the story. I could see it going either way, honestly. I guess it really doesn't matter because I guess he dies in the end. I guess Keiichi managed to, because I remember seeing that Keiichi tore the bat away from him and managed to actually combat Tepe. Tepe, as a full-grown adult, you are really kind of useless. I hate to say that, but it's like get beat up by a kid, you get manipulated by your niece, and it's like, man, just anyways, but anyways, so yeah, Satoko, again, I also want to bring up too that it really, we're seeing a lot of just like really small hints that maybe, just maybe, she's regretting everything she's doing, especially to Tepe, specifically to Tepe, actually, at least for these last couple episodes, because again, Tepe is trying to do his best to be a good person, a good uncle to her, and she has every right to feel the way she does, to think of him as trash or whatever, but even still, he's really trying very hard to make up for the past, and it looks like there's just even just a tiny part of her that's just kind of thinking like, maybe this isn't so bad, or maybe he really has changed, or something along those lines. But again, she's really just kind of ignoring that. She's got one goal, and she's gonna do whatever it takes to reach that goal. Although I kind of have to wonder too, and I may have pointed this out during the episode, but maybe Featherine or Ayla or whatever, maybe there's a little bit of a manipulation on her part too, manipulating Satoko, or maybe like not just like kind of talking to her and convincing her to do these things, but like actually her using some form of magic to influence Satoko. I don't know, that possibility. It's hard to say. Maybe we get those answers, but still, though, maybe there's still a part of her that is human, and maybe that part will fight back, and maybe she'll realize that all the terrible things she's done and has done to Rika, and it's, again, this is just a theory, but maybe all that regret will come crashing down. Maybe she'll sacrifice herself and kill herself, and trap herself in the endless loop, and spare Rika forever. I don't know. Possible way for her to redeem herself. I don't know if that'd be enough to redeem her in some people's eyes, but I mean that's all just possibilities at this point. I'm just kind of theorizing right now. I could be totally wrong. And when it comes to this series, it's almost kind of useless for me to theorize and predict what's going to happen, because I don't know. I guess I just don't have the detective skills, maybe, or whatever, to really deduce what these characters are going to do, what the author has in mind, or whatever. So, anywho, I will just leave it there. So, what do you all think of this episode? And were you surprised that Teppei managed to recruit Oishi into, as an ally? Let us know down in the comments below. And while you're down there, of course, please check out our Patreon. We do have full episodes of reactions for not just this series, but other series as well. So we really, really appreciate it. And with that being said, I will see you guys next time.